just when you thought it was safe to go back into the water. Hurry up, Tyler!
It turns out there's more excitement than ever. Here I go. I stay in a hotel that doesn't just have a pool.
Somebody order a pizza?
It's in a pool, deep in a mangrove lagoon. Then it's underwater to fix a bridge.
You're hot.
Wow. It takes tools that make fire in the cold ocean depths. That's so cool. And I collect never-before-seen life forms from the deepest, darkest places in the sea.
Could there be any, like, sea monsters or really big creatures down there?
Plus, Charlie uses weights, styrofoam, salt, and airbags to become a human submarine.
I need a break.
It's popular mechanics for kids in deep water.
Hi, I'm Alicia, and today we're going to explore some of the wildest, most uncharted regions of our planet.
Hey, Alicia.
Our oceans hide some of the Earth's greatest mysteries, filled with creatures we have yet to discover.
Hey, Lish.
The deep, murky waters hide secrets from our past, present, and future. 2/3 of the Earth is covered in water.
Felicia Miser.
Each year, fishermen from around the world find new breeds of fish and aquatic life trapped in their nets.
What's up, girlfriend?
Hey, Tyler, what are you doing?
Just bringing my things to my room.
Where's your room, Atlantis?
Alicia, we're nowhere near Georgia. Anyways, I gotta grab my last bags.
This I gotta see.
I'm checking out this hotel. And it's not just any hotel. It's the world's first and only underwater hotel. Right here in this man-made lagoon. Hi, Molly.
Hi, Tyler. How you doing?
Good, and you?
Well, we're a little short-staffed today. Would you like to join on?
No problem. What can I do?
Well, we're gonna have you swim the luggage down, okay? I'll meet you down there later,
All right.
okay?
Sounds great.
Let's go.
This waterproof suitcase carries what the guests will need for the night. And because the air enclosed inside are lighter than the water, we'll have to attach weights to the bottom so it'll sink. The lodge is 7 meters or 23 feet under, so the only way to get there is to swim. So you can use this hookah line and this pony pack to get down there and to explore around. Okay, here I go! The hookah line gives you air to breathe, and it's attached to the hotel, so you don't get lost. Look at those fish! Awesome! Wow, there's the hotel. It's called Jules Undersea Lodge. It's named after Jules Verne, the writer of the book 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. You enter the hotel from the bottom by swimming up through this moon pool. The hotel doesn't fill with water because the air in here is trapped. It's like when you wash dishes in the sink. If you put a glass upside down, it doesn't fill up with water. The air takes up space. And it's the air pressure, basically the weight of the air pushing down on the water, that prevents the water from coming in. Same thing with the lodge. Air hoses keep it filled with air at a strong enough pressure to make sure that water doesn't get in. When the guests arrive, they shower and change into dry clothes. This place is awesome. It's got 2 guest rooms and a common area. Oh, check out the view. And they've even got a telephone. You can phone anywhere in the world. And they got a TV and VCR. You can watch all your favorite movies. And they have a stereo to blast those tunes. And they even have a fridge and a microwave. So you can prepare meals and snacks.
Actually, Tyler, you have to swim up to the surface, and get the supplies for dinner. But before you do that, you have to take out the garbage, clean the windows, make the beds, and wash down the showers, okay? Okay.
Life and luxury at this hotel depend on this cable. It delivers fresh air, fresh water,
Power and communications. So what would happen if the power went out?
Well, we have a command van topside, which is monitored 24/7. Backup generator, so if anything were to happen, it's taken care of within a couple of minutes. Miss Spot, hey, don't forget to take out the garbage.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, look at it down here. This is the kind of sightseeing hotel guests do during their stay. The Mangrove Lagoon is a great home for all kinds of sea creatures. The mangrove trees that grow here protect the lagoon from storms. They prevent larger fish from getting in and making a meal out of some of these guys. And the trees are a great source of food. Let's see if they'll eat my bread. They even put an anchor and an old cannon down here. This is great out here. I could swim all day.
Hey, Tyler, clean the windows.
Marine life grows on everything. That's why I have to clean this window with a mild abrasive pad.
There you go. Got some red plankton here. Down here. There you go. Good. Okay.
All right, brought the supplies. Now it's time to take out the garbage. Normally, they swim garbage up in a case, but I figured out a faster way. Now I just have to take it to shore.
So, Tyler, since you joined our staff today, we finished early, so take the rest of the day off.
All right. Looks like while I wait for the guests to arrive, I'll just sit back, watch some TV, and order a pizza.
Somebody order a pizza? Is this for you?
I hope he didn't put on any anchovies.
There's some really mysterious large animals that live down there, like the giant squid that gets up to 60 feet long.
If you thought Jurassic Park was cool, wait until you see the amazing creatures that are living right now on the ocean floor. That's later on PMK. Sharks are vicious predators. So how can this diver lead an underwater tour of their home? Some people think he hypnotizes the sharks, but actually, he's trained them. Every day, the diver comes down to feed them and to pet them. Sharks are smart, and these ones have learned that if they let the diver touch them, he'll reward them with a snack. They train dolphins the same way. And that 10-pound chainmail suit the diver's wearing? It's for protection, in case they get a little too hungry. These are tiny glass tubes. They're as thin as a hair. They are called fiber optic cables. They're buried underground and lie on the ocean floor. They're used to carry communication signals, like your phone conversation and your internet connection. They can carry an email around the world in a couple of seconds.
Thousands of people drive across this bridge every day. Has to be safe. If they get damaged or worn out, pieces of the bridge could collapse. People could die. John here teaches people how to make repairs underwater.
Hi, Tyler. Yes, that's correct. Sometimes underwater welding can be used to repair dams, bridges. Let's go take a look.
I'm up for it.
Working in water takes some very special equipment.
This helmet has an umbilical hose from the surface for an unlimited air supply.
This helmet is equipped with a video camera and a two-way intercom system, so we can always be in touch with each other. And the surface team can see what we see on the video. First, we're gonna go down to check out the damage. The water flow and the current over the years have chipped away at the concrete and the stone, and that can make the bridge unstable. We're gonna try and replace this concrete that was washed away. We're gonna do it by welding a metal retaining wall around the column and filling it with fresh concrete. Okay, Tyler, let's go back to the shop. I'll show you how to make some
We're gonna weld two joints together before we do it underwater, where it's gonna be a lot more difficult. Welding is a way of melting two pieces of metal together, making one solid piece.
But it takes incredible heat, and the heat comes from this white stick. Actually, it's called an electrode. We zap the electrode with electricity, and it melts into a liquid hotter than lava.
Ready to go try it in the water?
You bet I am.
All right, we're ready to start welding. There's enough electricity in these cables to give me a serious shock, so I have to be careful. One end of the cable is clamped onto the metal sheet we'll be working on, while the other holds the electrode. If I got into the welding circuit between these two cables, it could be fatal. Welding gets so bright, I have to cover my eyes with a safety visor, or else they'll get damaged. Make it hot.
Hot. You're hot.
Roger. Wow, that's awesome. Bet you're wondering how we can weld underwater. When the electrode touches the metal surface, it forms an electric arc, but it doesn't get wet. The heat is so extreme, it actually pushes water away from the tip. And the hot electrode creates a gas pocket, and that keeps water away as well. Make it cold.
Make it cold. Cold. You're cold.
Now it's my turn to weld. All right. Hey, visors down, make it hot. That is so cool. Make it cold.
Make it cold. It's cold.
Confirmed, it's cold. Roger that. We're done. Now, the construction crew fills the metal frame with fresh concrete to make the bridge stronger.
That was amazing. Just the fact that there was fire underwater and it's so hot. That's just so cool.
Great job, Tyler.
Thanks.
Hey, do you mind? I'm trying to relax over here.
Sorry about that, kid.
That's okay.
Hey, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I'm going to the golf course this afternoon, and I need all those golf balls. You know, if you picked them up for me, I could make it worth your while.
I could use some extra money. You got yourself a deal.
I need a break. I need these things to help me float around.
But there is a place where I wouldn't need any help floating. This is the Dead Sea. It is the saltiest sea on Earth. So salty, people can float in the water. They float because of buoyancy. Buoyancy is when the water holds you up. But why is it easier to float in salty water than it is to float in the pool? I'll sacrifice my lunch to give you the answer. When I put this egg in a glass of water, it actually pushes away the amount of water equal to the egg's size. The egg is taking up space where the water used to be. Scientists would say it's displacing the water. But since the egg is heavier than the water, it sinks. By adding salt to the water, it makes it heavier. Now the water the egg displaces is heavier than the egg. And the egg floats. Woohoo!
Hey, kid, break's over. Get back to work.
Yeah.
Because I'm lighter than the water I'm displacing, it's a lot harder to stay at the bottom of the pool. Hey, wait a minute. I have an idea.
Divers wear weight belts like this to keep them from floating to the surface.
Now I'm too heavy. I'm having trouble coming back up. It would be a lot easier if I were more like a fish.
A lot of fish have air sacs inside their bodies. The fish can actually expand their sacs when they want to rise and shrink their sacs when they want to dive. Divers can actually do the same thing using one of these. It's a buoyancy control device, or a BCD. If the divers want to rise to the surface, they fill their vest with air, like this. If they want to dive, they simply let the air out of the vest, and the weight belt helps them sink.
Thanks, kid. I gotta go. I got a 4 o'clock tea time.
Excuse me, aren't you forgetting a little something?
Oh, yeah, right. Here you go. Oh, no.
I'm off to the deepest, darkest region of the sea, where sunlight fades to blackness and plants can no longer grow. I'm joining these scientists on a mission to discover and capture forms of life most people have never seen before. We're outside of Monterey Bay on the coast of California. Beneath us is the deepest underwater canyon on this side of the continent. It reaches depths of more than 3,000 meters, or 10,000 feet. That's the length of 8 Empire State Buildings. To go where no humans can possibly dive, we're sending this remotely operated vehicle, or ROV. The ROV is equipped with 2 video cameras, lights so we can see, and a mechanical arm to collect all those amazing creatures. You control the arm from inside the boat. Once the ROV is lowered into the water, I get to pilot it away from the boat so it can dive.
Once the thrusters are below the water, you can ask for hydraulics up and bypass. So right about now.
Hydraulics up and bypass.
There you go. Yeah. Okay, I'll stop there. Yeah, Matt, go ahead and release.
All right. An umbilical line attached to the ROV feeds it with power, so the lights in the video cameras will send us images of what's happening below. I control the ROV camera from here, while Canute pilots the ROV down past the canyon walls here. The area halfway down to the ocean floor is called the midwater, and that's where animals like squid and octopus live, and some of them have transparent bodies to help them hide from their predators. What's that jellyfish doing?
Every once in a while we'll see it pulse, and you'll see these fine tentacles flare out. They create like a fishing net for catching small planktonic animals.
Could there be any like sea monsters or really big creatures down there that we don't know about?
There's some really mysterious large animals that live down there, like the giant squid. There's one species that gets up to 60 feet long.
Wow.
So there are lots of things that are like sea monsters that live down there. We just know very little about them.
Cool. The deep sea animals we collect don't have lungs or air-filled spaces in their bodies like we do, so they don't get crushed under the intense water pressure. There's something I've never seen. So what is it exactly?
They're really bizarre animals. They're kind of like a deep sea Venus flytrap. They sit down with their mouth open, and they wait for something to swim in, and then they'll close up and eat it.
Can they like swim away from you, or?
No, they're stuck to the wall.
Oh, really? So are you gonna pick it up?
Yeah, we're gonna try to pick it up right now.
So this is just kind of like grabbing one of them stuffed animals in those arcade games.
Yeah, it's a lot like it, but it takes a lot more skill.
Using the mechanical arm to collect samples is a challenge. Missed that piece of coral. The canyon wall collapsed. This kind of starfish has never been seen before. We just discovered something new.
Assuming what?
We'll use the mechanical arm to collect it and to bring it to the surface to study at the aquarium. Now it's time to bring it up to see what we've collected.
There's that sea star that we've never seen before.
Wow! We're taking them to their new home at the Monterey Bay Aquarium, where they're studied and then put on display in their Mysteries of the Deep exhibit for the public. Scientists are already using what they've learned from deep sea life to produce new medicines for fighting cancer and other deadly diseases. I feel like a modern day explorer. Thanks for a great adventure.
No problem, Tyler.
That's an awesome hotel.
We lost you for a while. Where were you?
I was out back watering the garden.
Oh, wait. I forgot to turn off the tap in the bathtub. Who cares? Wait. I've got a great idea.
What?
Okay. We'll keep the air in these, and then we'll go underwater and have an air pistol fight. That way, when we come back up, will be as dry as a bone.
Tyler, that's the dumbest idea I've ever heard. What we need are these babies.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah!
Prepare to dry.
All right. No, it's too small.
This is the aquarium episode of PMK. It's gonna be huge. Today, I get to help build one of the largest aquariums in the world.
No, still too small.
And what about this one?
Nope.
Have you ever had to help a sea lion blow its nose? It might look fun, but it's snot. No.
And we show you how to keep your shark happy.
No.
Bigger.
Well, we have one more in the back.
Pretty nice.
We'll take it.
It's popular mechanics for kids.
Hi, I'm Alicia.
Hello, and I'm Jay.
Are you okay in there?
Sure. I've been spending a lot of time in the water lately. It's great. Why?
I don't know. Something about you looks weird.
What?
Did you remember all your equipment?
I think so. Flippers, mask, wetsuit.
What about your air tank?
Oh, man. Excuse me.
It's amazing how clear you sounded underwater.
All on its own, we call it a roundabout. Off you go, guys. Very nice.
This is the Sea Lion Show, and you know what they say. It ain't over till the fat sea lion roars. Or something like that.
Taking afternoon to the star of our Sea Lion show. That is Guthrie. Good job.
Sea lions may be smart, but the trainers have to give them a lot of attention after the show. Come on, let's go down there and see what they do.
All right. How are you, big guy?
What's the difference between Guthrie and sea lions in the wild?
Well, one of the things that is different is their diet. All the fish that we feed them is analyzed, so we know exactly what we're giving them in terms of calories and fat content.
What's his favorite?
His favorite fish is probably herring.
He probably eats a lot of it because he's huge. Do they ever get sick?
Yeah, they do, and that's one of the reasons that we do regular checkups. We take blood samples, listen to their heart. Excellent, Guthrie. Good job. You know what, Alicia? There's something else I need to do, and I need your help for it.
Okay, what do you want me to do?
Well, what we need to do is we need to collect a mucus sample for a lab analysis.
Mucus? What
Yeah,
for?
well, they can get upper respiratory illness, things like that. And if we get a mucus sample sent into the lab, we can find out whether there's any potential for them being sick.
Okay.
I want you to hold the Petri dish about 5 or 6 inches in front of his face. Hold it up so it's facing his nose, though.
Okay.
Like that. And
Right.
then when you say blow, and I'll move my hand.
Okay, blow. Oh.
What's going on, guy? It's pretty gross, isn't it? Listen, I've got to run this up to the lab. Could you do me a big favor?
Okay.
I've got to get things shut down for the night. Why don't you take this, brush his teeth for me, okay? And make sure you turn out the lights and lock the doors before you leave. I'll see you later, okay?
Are you serious? Open your mouth really wide. Come on, I gotta brush those teeth. Open for me. Open sesame. Ah, it worked. Yes. Okay. Open sesame. Your teeth are black. Is this normal? Oh, you got bad breath. These people are looking through the largest window in the world. It's at the Monterey Bay Aquarium in California. Installing it was no easy job. The window is 4.5 meters or 15 feet high and as long as a railway car. Instead of glass, they used acrylic because it's lighter. Even so, the workers had to use a lot of muscle to put the window in place. This baby weighs 35,000 kilos. That's 78,000 pounds. You can't see the top, bottom, or sides of the tank. It just looks like the deep blue sea. Although you might feel like you could reach out and touch the fish, the window is over a foot thick. And it's a good thing because it has to be strong enough to hold back over 1 million gallons of water. That's like 40 swimming pools.
Huh? You have to keep the water in an aquarium clean, or else fish die. Why? When fish breathe, water goes in their mouths and out slits on the sides of their bodies called gills. Gills take the oxygen out of the water and transfer it into the fish's bloodstream, just like our lungs take oxygen out of the air we breathe and into our bodies. And just like when we breathe, we make a gas called carbon dioxide, which isn't healthy for us in large amounts. When fish breathe, they create a chemical called ammonia, which can kill fish even in small amounts.
Oh.
So, how do you get rid of ammonia?
Yeah.
With bacteria. The bacteria turns the deadly ammonia into less harmful chemicals called nitrates. To help grow bacteria, you need stuff for the bacteria to grow on, like rocks, gravel, and decorations, and lots of oxygen. A filter will help add oxygen to the water. The bacteria breaks down deadly ammonia into nitrates. Fish can tolerate reasonably high levels of nitrates, but after a while, they too become deadly. So, how do you get rid of nitrates? Change the water.
Okay.
You shouldn't change all of the water all at once.
Huh? Uh-oh.
Changing all of the water will get rid of the helpful bacteria. On average, you should change 1/4 of the water every 2 weeks. By following these suggestions, your fish should live for a long, long time.
There you go.
Multiple choice question. These guys are A, smiling, or B, they're hungry sharks with sharp teeth. The answer is neither. They're not exactly smiling, but they're definitely not hungry either, which is a good thing for these guys. The sharks may not be smiling, but these people believe they're happy.
Hi, my name's Chris, and I'm the Facilities Operations Manager. That means I'm responsible for the tank our sharks live in right here. Our giant ocean tank is one of the largest glass fish tanks in the world. Our windows get dirty just like any windows, and we need scuba divers to clean them.
The sharks live in an exhibit that recreates a tropical environment. You may ask yourself, why don't the sharks eat any of the other animals? Well, there's a very good reason for that. In the wild, most sharks only eat once or twice a week, but here, they're fed twice a day.
No. I'm not dinner, I just serve dinner. My name is Jennifer and I'm assistant aquarist. Some sharks are dangerous and occasionally attack humans, but that's usually a case of mistaken identity. In fact, they much prefer mackerel, so that's what we give them, and we spice it up with vitamins. We use a feeding stick to create a safe distance between our hands and the shark's mouth. I guess you can say we spoon feed our sharks. This way we know they get what they need.
All the conditions are there for our sharks to be happy. Personally, I think they're a little bit spoiled.
Another dive with the sharks, and I'm still alive. I guess I'm the one that's spoiled.
Rescuing injured animals is part of an aquarium's job. At SeaWorld, they help stranded animals who have washed up on the shore or been hurt. This is a manatee. Its flipper got caught in a fishing net. They carefully bandage it up. Back at SeaWorld, researchers watch over the manatee and take special care of it until one day they can return it to its home.
Hey, this is Charlie live from Jay's room. Pop quiz. What is an ecosystem?
Charlie's Experiment!
Not echo, eco. It's a self-contained circuit where nature takes care of itself. And today, we're gonna make an ecosystem that you can keep in your very own room. It's like having an aquarium that you never have to clean because let's face it, nobody likes to clean. And the best part is you never have to feed the fish. All you need is a desk lamp with a 60-watt bulb. A 3 to 4 liter jar. It's about a gallon. 4 aquatic plants like the kabamba. The kabamba, I like that word. The kabamba man, the kabamba man. Okay, never mind. The kabamba gives off a lot of oxygen. And a small plant-eating fish called the flying fox. 1 kilogram or 2.2 pounds of aquarium gravel. 8 aquarium snails and 1 fish net. Make sure everything is clean and soap-free. Same for the gravel. Rinse it like you've never rinsed before. Okay, now pour the gravel in the jar and fill it with water till it's approximately 10 centimeters from the top. Now we have to let it sit for a while, so the chlorine that's in the water evaporates, about 48 hours. 48 hours. Now, take 3 of the plants and put them in the gravel. Take the 4th and let it float on top and close the jar. Now it's time to expose the plants to the light. This will help make the oxygen that the fish and the snails need. Snails and fish need oxygen just like us. Without it, the light has to stay on 24 hours a day until the oxygenation process is done. How long will that take, you ask? Hey, how long will that take anyway? 5 days! You see that green color? With time, algae forms. Now, algae may be a little gross in the swimming pool, but for the flying fox and snails, it's a full-course meal. Now, all you have to do is keep the lights on for at least 16 hours a day, or leave them on all the time if you think you're going to forget. This should last for months. Talk about low-maintenance pets. The snails and fish eat the algae that the plants make, and they produce waste for the plants to eat. Fish and snails produce carbon dioxide for plants who turn it into oxygen, which, like I said before, fish and snails need to breathe. It's a complete ecosystem in your bedroom. It's alive. It's alive. Would anybody mind if I take just a little nap? I've been up for about a week.
At aquariums like SeaWorld, the National Aquarium in Baltimore, and Shed in Chicago, animal trainers teach dolphins and whales many behaviors. They train them to hold still during an exam so the vet can take a blood sample or inspect their mouth and teeth. They reward its good behavior by giving it a pat or a treat, just like you do with your dog. Gradually, they learn that when it does what the trainer has asked it to do, it gets a reward. Sometimes just a splash of water or a toot from a whistle. Look at baby Shamu copying his mother. That's how he learns. The trainer works in little steps. They start with the ball close to the dolphin's nose. When he touches it, he gets a reward. Then they hold the ball a little farther and do the same thing. Gradually, a dolphin figures out that when it touches its nose to the ball, it gets a reward, until one day it can do this.
This is what an aquarium under construction looks like. It's the Long Beach Aquarium of the Pacific, and it's going to be one of the largest and most technologically advanced exhibitions ever. You could fit 3 football fields underneath its roof, and this tank behind me is going to be the biggest one in the aquarium.
It's going to be 2 stories high, and it'll hold about as much water as 15 swimming pools. But making fish comfortable and happy takes a lot more than just filling up a tank with water. You have to build a home for them, like by making fake coral reef.
In the wild, fish use nooks and crannies and crevices to hide from their natural predators. We have to create all those hiding places for them.
Well, I'm here to help the little fish, so let's get busy.
Making artificial rock and coral reef takes iron bars and wire. Since they have about a bazillion different shapes, we bend the bars into different shapes. Can you see this rock starting to take shape?
But we're not done yet. We have to add texture now.
Why?
Well, because a rock without texture is kind of like a house without furniture. You could live in a house without furniture, but you probably wouldn't be happy.
All right.
So we put texture in to make the fish happy.
Now it's time for interior decorating. Leave it up to me. In this crevice, I see a fish dining room. A little bit more to the right. No, not too much. Perfect. Texture, people. I need texture. It's like wallpaper for the fish. And when it's all done, this is what a fish habitat, Pacific Coast style, looks like.
And these are the lucky tenants moving in. Meet Aurora, a beluga whale at the Vancouver Aquarium. If you think she looks overweight, it's not just because almost half her weight is blubber or fat. She's about to give birth to a calf, Keela.
Hey, Jay, look at these fish. They look just like Charlie. Hey, what are you doing?
It's a virtual aquarium program for the computer. You feed the fish every day, make sure the water's clean.
And if you don't?
They die.
Do you flush it down a computer toilet?
No, but it's good for people who don't have enough room for an aquarium or to see if they're responsible enough for real fish.
Sounds cool, but are you sure it's a good idea doing it here in front of all these aquariums?
Why?
Well, the screen is pretty small, and once the fish see the big tank...
Get back in the computer! Come on, get back in the computer. Come on, guys.
Looks like you're gonna have to get some new fish.
I'm going fishing, but this is a different kind of fishing trip. Today I won't be catching fish, but collecting them. I'm with a team of divers from the Long Beach Aquarium in the Pacific. These guys are in charge of populating the new aquarium with 12,000 living creatures from this ocean. That's a lot of fish. This is Matt. He's one of the senior aquarists at the aquarium. So what kind of fish are we looking for today?
We're out here today at Catalina Island, and we've got a wish list that helps us make our exhibits look like the real thing. And this is what we'd like to go for today, are kelpfish and rockfish and maybe some perch. These are our fish baskets.
Okay.
And we use these to hold on to the fish once we get them. So go ahead and put them right in there.
All right.
We need you to take care of things up top, and you'll be hanging on to one of these.
Okay, sounds simple enough. Let's go.
Great.
So, collecting fish is a skill, right?
Right, we have to outsmart them, so we need a strategy.
Leave it up to me.
Okay, Jay, this looks like the spot. I'm gonna go down and join the others, and I'll be back in just a minute to see what we get.
Okay. To collect the fish, we use a barrier net. We set it up between rocks or coral reef so that the fish can't get away by swimming sideways. Once the net is in position, the fun begins. We wait a bit until the fish on our wish list come around. Then we herd them into the net. The fish get caught in it, and we scoop them up with smaller hand nets and store them in the bucket.
So I guess this was a pretty good day.
Yeah, it was. We didn't get exactly what we wanted, but we did get animals that we had hoped for that are on our wish list.
Is it true fish live longer in captivity than they do in the wild?
Yes, it is. Feed them better in captivity, and they really don't have to worry about larger predators.
Larger predators, like these hungry sharks. Well, sorry guys, to see our fish, you'll have to come visit the aquarium. These jellyfish at the Monterey Bay Aquarium are not fish at all. Jellies are 95% water and have no bones, brain, heart, or real eyes. They've been around 650 million years. That's even before the dinosaurs. To move, they either drift with the current or they pulsate to change direction. If you've come across one on the beach after a storm, it looks like a blob of goo. In the water, though, it's the most beautiful swimmer in the ocean. But be careful, some of them sting.
Good thing we had this dinghy. Yeah, those goldfish sure get pretty mean when they're in big groups. See if it's safe to paddle back to the end of the tank yet.
Okay. Not yet.
Well, hopefully we'll be able to hear by next week.
Yeah, see you next time on another episode of Popular Mechanics for Kids. Hey, I know. Why don't you just swim to the edge of the tank really, really fast?
You don't really care about me, don't you?